Football up in this area is different. It's a big deal. It means a lot to the school, the community, and that's an atmosphere that I was drawn to. Going back to last season, everybody counted us out. It ended up being a magical run for us, but you had a brand new head coach, 2 new coordinators. I think we returned 1 starter on offense, 4 starters on defense from that state runner-up team, and everybody called it, they're going to be rebuilding for a while, and that team rallied and said, we're not going to rebuild, we're going to reload, because we're Milton and that's what we do. We had a tough schedule last year, and these sophomores were playing in key spots. So, they get to the Final Four last year, they get a taste of it, and all these young guys that were on that team are coming back not only experienced, but hungry.
So I first became AD here 11 years ago. It was my goal to make this a nationally relevant program. So I think we accomplished the goal to be nationally relevant. Now the goal is to keep that, right? And that's up to Coach Reeves, who we hired last year as our head coach, who's done a great job, got us to a Final Four game, and his job is to go ahead and keep that going forward.
I think this place is so special. A lot of times at the 7A level especially, it's hard to get that community feel. You look at a Gwinnett, for example, there's 6 or 8 schools all within a 10, 15-minute radius of each other. So, where do those schools, communities start, stop, end? It gets hazy. But here, it's clear when you're in Milton, you're an Eagle, and there's a community that gets behind this school.
It's a great experience, great coaching staff. We have a lot of great players here that really care about you, a really good atmosphere and brotherhood here at Milton.
They want you to feel safe here. They want you to feel like this is home.
The kids come first, no doubt. That's what it's all about. When you upgrade your facilities, it's about the kids. When you pick FieldTurf, which we were so happy to have them, it's about the kids. Before that, we had our turf where kids were sliding into seams like a blanket.
So we were contacted by FieldTurf, and they wanted to introduce the Smart Team program, where their interest is to monitor safety, monitor the well-being of the players, and kind of measure injuries when they occur, why they're occurring on the turf.
And the goal is to collect as much data from the athletes themselves, and then use that data and game film to be able to dissect how an injury happened, why it happened, and then use that to make decisions in the future to improve both the training of athletes and the surfaces that they play on, to understand how we can now mitigate those injuries moving forward. We know that we can't eliminate injuries from the game of football, but our role is to try to mitigate that and make it the best possible surface to eliminate lower leg, upper body, and concussions as we can.
We're just trying to make sure that we have the safest surface possible for our kids and for our athletes. I think our turf is, I want to say 7 years old, and I still feel like it's the best surface that we play on, hands down, all year long.
We coming to win it all. I got a chip on my shoulder. I'm making sure my team got a chip on their shoulder, because this is the last year of 7A, so we're going to put Milton on the map to win that last year of 7A.
A lot of people don't think we're going to be like the team we were last year. They think, we're going to be a little bit younger this year, and we're not going to have the line or the athletes that we did last year, but watch out for us.
There's only 2 types of people in this world: predator and prey. Once you put that Milton thing on your chest, that symbol, you become part of the empire. You are now our family, okay? But being a part of our family, what happens is there's a new standard that you're gonna have to face being a part of this Milton empire.
We talk about we don't have any friends outside of this building. Everything that we want, we have to go earn, and it starts tonight.
Got it.
Screen!
Vertical! Vertical!
Two plays right here, going forward on fourth, sir. Goes rear square. Be patient. Go T! Go T! Go T! The best spring we've had, that was the icing on the cake right there. Yes, sir. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but can you feel it? Can you feel what we can do this year? Yes, sir. I can feel it. I can feel it, but we got a ways to go. All right, we got a ways to go, and it's actually going to start back on Monday.